15 Important Things to Know. Giant King Shepherd. When you look at a King Shepherd, you might think that you're just looking at a German Shepherd with long hair. That's basically what they look like. Some people even go as far as saying that they're nothing more than a long-haired German Shepherd, but that's not really correct, at least not from a genetic standpoint. In reality, the King Shepherd is part German Shepherd, but it's also part Malamute. That's essentially how the dogs get their German Shepherd build, but with longer hair. It's an interesting breed, and if you want to know more about it, you can find out by reading through these 10 things that are listed below. Number 1. These are big dogs. Males of this breed typically weigh about 150 pounds. There are German Shepherds that can weigh close to that much, but they usually weigh in closer to 110 pounds. As you can see, this is a very large dog. They make great pets, but if you plan on getting one, be prepared for the amount of food that you will have to buy for a dog that size, not to mention veterinary care and everything else that seems to be more expensive. Number 2. They can be colorful. While it's true that they can have colorful personalities, that's not what is being referred to here. They actually do come in several different colors. You might see them in sable, black, white, tan, and even silver. From time to time, you'll even see one that has the traditional sable color with the black saddle, just like a purebred German Shepherd, only they have longer hair. Number 3. You can't tell what color the dog will be by looking at the puppy. Puppies of this breed have a tendency to change color many times as they grow older. That color can change several times over until the puppy becomes a full-grown dog. That makes your dog's appearance as an adult something of a surprise. Number 4. They're extremely strong. You might imagine that combining a Malamute and a German Shepherd would result in a dog that's strong beyond imagination, and that's exactly what these dogs are. Number 5. They're smart. These dogs are extremely intelligent. Whatever you're trying to teach them, they have a tendency to catch on very quickly. If you've never been around one before, you're likely to be surprised at just how good they are when it comes to learning what you expect of them. Number 6. They're basically fearless. This particular breed of dog doesn't have a tendency to shy away from hardly anything. They're intelligent and strong, and they know it. As such, they're usually willing to tackle practically anything head-on, yet they're smart enough to know when it's time to back off if things really get out of hand. Number 7. They're versatile. This breed is equally at home running through the fields herding sheep or even cattle as it is working as a guard dog or serving on a police department. The point is, the dogs love to have a job. As long as you give them something to do and you teach them what you want, they're willing to do it each and every time. Number 8. They make wonderful pets. If you think that having a dog this large and this strong might be a problem, it really doesn't come into the equation with the King Shepherd. They're actually fairly gentle, and they're extremely loyal to the people they love. They don't even typically show aggression to strangers until they've been trained to do so, such as in the case with police dogs. Number 9. They're easy to train. People love these dogs because they can train them to do practically anything, and they don't have to spend forever trying to teach them whatever it is they want them to do. That being said, you might feel a little overwhelmed if you're a first-time dog owner, just because of the sheer size of the breed itself. Number 10. They're actually considered healthier than the German Shepherd. These dogs don't have a tendency to have a lot of health problems, and in most cases, they don't display many of the chronic issues that a lot of German Shepherds have. They're strong dogs that are capable of doing practically anything, and yet when it's time to play, they completely relax. They really don't require a lot in the way of care except for their shots and regular veterinary checkups. Number 11. Appearance and physical traits. The King Shepherd looks a lot like the German Shepherd. However, it towers over the GS with a muscular body with a broad and deep chest that's at least 29 to 32 inches tall. Males can weigh up to 150 pounds while females can weigh up to 110 pounds. But the increase in size is not at the expense of balance or proportion. Number 12. The temperament of the King Shepherd. You may be surprised at the aloofness that a King Shepherd displays when you introduce him to your best friend or any stranger. They do not kindle an instant friendship. However, they are not overly aggressive, and a well-trained dog can be friendly towards strangers too. They have a very strong personality that is dominated by their fearlessness. Watch a king take a stride and you know that you have a confident dog. The musculature clubbed with the attitude make the King Shepherd an ideal all-purpose dog. Put them in a farm and they can be alert and agile. As a watchdog, they are second to none. They have also been used as herding dogs and even as sniffer dogs in the armed forces. The King Shepherd is a very intelligent and alert dog. This makes them one of the best dogs to have in just about any situation. At home, they are friendly and very easy to train. They're also one of the best dogs to have around children. The King Shepherd has tons of stamina and will enjoy their playtime. Number 13. Living with the King Shepherd. If you have lived with German Shepherds before, then you can consider that the legwork of living with a king is more or less done. They have a very similar temperament and somewhat common behavioral traits too. Number 14. Exercise. It goes without saying that a King Shepherd needs vigorous outdoor activity. This can be a brisk walk, a jog, or even a run at least twice a day, possibly with some additional form of exercise thrown in. As a working or herding dog, the King Shepherd usually receives enough exercise to ensure that its musculature is maintained. However, if you have an urban home, ensure that the King Shepherd receives its daily dose of physical activity. Else, the dog can become restless, stubborn and destructive. This also means that this is not the ideal breed for apartment living. Number 15. Training. Being a highly intelligent dog breed, King Shepherds are easy to train provided that you know the basics. The most important and often overlooked part of the training process is to build a bond with the king. These dogs love to please their owners and the relationship is built over a period of time on mutual trust. However, it is extremely important to define the boundaries from puppyhood. A King Shepherd must be aware of the pack leader, and an early start to training can help tremendously in socializing and even protection training, in its role as a watchdog or a herding dog.
The giant King Shepherd is more than just an oversized German Shepherd. It's a loyal, intelligent, and powerful breed with a calm, protective nature and strong work ethic. Whether you're drawn to their majestic size, their ability to learn quickly, or their gentle temperament around family, understanding this breed is key to a successful partnership. From their unique genetic makeup to their physical needs, temperament, and trainability, owning a giant King Shepherd is both a privilege and a responsibility. They thrive best in active homes with space to roam and tasks to complete. If you're ready for the commitment and can offer the love, time, and training they require, this remarkable breed will reward you with unwavering loyalty and companionship for years to come. Before bringing one home, be sure you're prepared for their size, exercise needs, and mental stimulation. In return, you'll gain not just a pet, but a truly noble guardian and friend.